Good evening, friends. Um, it's Japanese, learning Japanese, day 4. So, yeah, it's. Why am I looking there? The tablet is here. Too used to it. So, it's 9:10 p.m., 4th of December 2023. So, yeah, we're here. And as you can tell, it's a lot later than usual. I usually do this around 6-7 p.m. and I've been trying to do it a bit earlier, around 5 p.m., 4 p.m., somewhere like that. But unfortunately, this thing keeps getting pushed to the end of my day, and now it's actually like, usually by this time, around this time, I'm already asleep, but today I got busy with stuff and I was actually packing to go on a trip tomorrow morning, but it got cancelled at the last moment, and just unpacking things, just taking care of some stuff. It's like I already crossed my bedtime limit, but like I didn't want to give myself another excuse to miss this, even if today's lesson would be just me going through what I learned in the last 3 days. I won't be learning anything new, just reviewing, because I don't want to push it. I want to keep it short and just go to bed quickly. And also I need to revise. Thing is, at some point I do want to get to make this habit so set that I will do all the additional work like revision and all separately, and maybe like make additional learning Japanese videos for the same day where I show you how I revise. Basically, I want to document every single second of me learning Japanese, so that you guys know exactly how long I took, how many hours it took for me. It will all be documented here. I won't, do behind the scenes learning and stuff. So I want to keep it all in front of I want to document it fully. So yeah, as I was saying, I didn't do this class on Saturday and Sunday, and yeah, I actually wanted to do it, but I decided maybe, like, I've learned this from running, like from really getting consistent with running, is that like, don't overestimate yourself or your willpower. It's actually better if you underestimate it slightly, as in like give it a good chance. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Take your time, start with the small steps, break down your goal into the smallest steps possible, make it so easy you can say no, and start really small. Like I have heard this story about one guy who made his, like, turned his, the way he started his weight loss journey was like, and getting shredded, it was hard for him to show up at the gym and work out. What he used to do was just drive to the gym, enter the gym, and then leave, right? So like, and after a while of doing that again and again, he eventually got to a point where he could like get he could get inside the gym and work out well, and then go back. So it took him a lot of time basically to build that habit. So in my case also it was the same, as in with my running. Most days I'll just wake up, go to my gate, like my main gate entrance. I'll go there and then just come back again. So that was how it started. First it started me getting up on time from the bed, and then it started to me going out. After I wake up, every time I'll go, to my gate. That's how it was, like, and took a picture. The watch face picture I do here now, just in my room, here for Instagram. And that watch face picture, I used to take it like outside. I even made the condition for myself that I should be doing it outside. So every morning I was forced to get up from bed and then go out and take a picture with the background, the outside of my gate, or the the sky. So slowly I built it up into into here, like slowly from just waking up to that, and from there to running. So like I'm going on a tangent again as usual, but like yeah, so basically that's the same thing I want to do with the Japanese class as well. I just want to show up here once a day, all my weekdays. The weekends I'm still not sure. I'll see what I can do, if I can continue to learn in weekends as well, or maybe keep it a break as I did this last week. So yeah, I just want to show up here, give it time, like even if it's just 10 minutes some days when I'm really busy or something comes up. But I want to show up every day here, and you guys will see every second of me learning Japanese. I'm not, everything behind the scenes, everything will be on video, and I want to put it up on YouTube. So that's kind of my goal, because I want people to know exactly how hard or easy it is to learn it, depending on how long it takes for me to get to my goal, ultimate goal. Once again, I'll put it out that my ultimate goal is to be able to do casual conversation and be able to read and write Japanese decently enough. Maybe not like advanced and stuff, but it should be at the level where I can understand and speak casual conversations to an extent. At least the other person would be able to understand, and I can understand them. So that is my goal. And on my, so it's a very abstract way to put the goal, so I just put N5. So I believe by the time I can pass that exam, I probably would be pretty advanced enough to do casual conversations. So to put a number to it, I put N5 on my goal as a target. So that's how it is. So all right, let's get to it. So we did study. So Mondays I will probably keep it as a revision day to revise everything, or I'll just do it like, rather than wasting a Monday or whole day, I'll probably do it on the weekends. I'll make an additional video, like a weekend Japanese video, or revision day, something like that. Revision day 1, something like that. I'll see how it goes, but I'll make additional videos for the weekend one. So all right, so first we learned, maybe I should set the time. Let's check. All right, I started around 9:10, so 7 minutes already gone. All right, till 9:30 probably I'll do this. Online Japanese for beginners. Okay, I'm by the way, I have my tablet here in front of me, and I'm reading from here, and I'll try to explain it to you guys. There's this learning thing where if you can explain properly to someone else what you've learned, it supposedly helps in cementing your memory. So I'll try that here, I guess. So here we go. So we first learned what is Japanese language. Japanese is a language primarily spoken by Japanese people, and is mostly used in Japan. Although there are no accurate statistics, it is estimated that there are approximately 130 million speakers, including Japanese people living overseas, people of Japanese descent, and a part of people living in the regions where Japan used to rule. So this is just a history. The first thing we learned was just history, and then we go to the structure of the Japanese language. So the Japanese language consists of hiragana, katakana, kanji, English alphabets, kanji, hiragana, katakana, kanji, English alphabets, and Arabic numbers. Kana is a syllable derived from kanji. Okay, it takes the shape and sounds of kanji. It is said that the literal meaning of kana comes from, there's some weird symbol. So anyways, so that's the basic stuff. And then hiragana was developed from the highly cursive script style of kanji, which is used as a borrowed word sakuji. It has been used since the late 9th century. So this is hiragana's history. Alright. Next page. Katakana, it's in its origin. Katakana is a Japanese syllable which originated from one of the kana systems, borrowed word sakuji. Katakana derives its letters from kanji, taking bits and pieces of kanji symbols to form its individual characters. It has been commonly used since about the 10th century. Okay. By the way, this notes, like, I actually don't need to take too many notes with this because it's so well written here, in the PDF file and stuff. So that's great. So I only need to practice writing the alphabets themselves. The rest I don't even need to make notes because it's so well organized here. I can just use this to revise and stuff. So there's that. So the Gojuon table, 50 sounds, we were introduced to it. This is an amazing table. So like, yeah, everything is listed here with the pronunciations, with English words. So it's, you know what to pronounce it as. So the Gojuon table classifies Japanese seion into vowels and consonants and arrange them on a table vertically and horizontally. God damn, I'm sleepy. Aish. You know, the thing is with this Japanese thing, like as much as I like the Japanese culture and the language, I've been a fan of it, as I've already mentioned a few times in my first Japanese video was like, yeah, I've been a huge fan of anime for a long time, and I'm still a huge fan of the music. Like, I've watched very few anime lately in the last 2 years and stuff. Just been busy with life, I suppose. So anyways, I'm still a fan, of course. So like, even with my history of like more than a decade of being a fan, it's still like learning the Japanese language is is such a different like ball game from enjoying their content, right? I don't know, maybe some of you can understand. Like, it's the same thing for me with listening to music. As huge as I'm a fan of listening to music, I don't want to learn it, even though I do want to play it. The same with Japanese. As much as I'm a fan, I hate to learn it, but I do want to be able to speak it. So basically, I'm just a lazy piece of shit. And yeah, I want it. I've dreamed of it for so long, but just starting to learn this shit, it takes a lot of like mental discipline and motivation and drive and all that stuff. Even for me to be sitting here trying to learn this like properly like this, it takes a huge amount of discipline for me. Probably for some others it's easy. For some of you it's probably not much of an issue, but for me this takes so much out of me. I mean, there's a reason why I'm 30 now, and only now, after my crazy self-improvement journey in the last 2 years, from my 28th year, it took me this long to, like 30 years in my life of existence. I mean, I was introduced to Japanese like 15 years ago, I guess. It's such a long time, you know, like, so yeah. I had a huge issue with procrastination and just not daring to try learn, and not even like finding the time and to learn and stuff, despite me wanting to do it. So me just sitting here, it's like already a huge achievement. And after my experience with the pull-ups and stuff, now it's, you know, I've learned how to do this, how to deal with my own self, I guess. And you know what if you want to do something similar with your life, the first thing you need to do is accept the fact that you're lazy, or whatever you are, whatever kind of piece of shit you are. You need to first learn to admit it to yourself, and then you need to swallow your pride, be humble, and start with the like very easy steps, just like I'm doing now, you know. Like, I'm showing you guys all my embarrassing stuff, how just learning this is it's taking so much out of me, and I'm barely learning anything in half an hour or an hour of what I'm recording here. So this is exactly how much I'm learning. I'm barely learning, and it's such a slow pace. But That's how it is starting. So even with running, that's what happened. Initially it was real slow, but once I got into the momentum, once I got a bit decent at it, I started speed rolling. So I feel this is a similar experience for everyone, for most people, at least for the average. I'm not talking about geniuses, I guess. So with learning new things, especially things they like a lot, they love it a lot, they dreamed of it a lot, but they never tried learning it. And with Japanese and even with music, it's the same thing. I've avoided learning them for so long, like decades long. But all this time, since the first time I experienced any of this stuff, I knew that like I wanted to be able to do it. I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be someone who can speak Japanese at one point in my life, someday. It's just that someday took me 15 years to get here. So it's crazy, right? So yeah, and the reason I'm doing this now is obviously because of the confidence I gained from lots of experiences I had in these last 2 years, and also like the realization has become crystal clear to me that if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. And when my time comes to go, when my death comes, I realize it would kill me. This regret of never being able to speak Japanese, the regret of never being able to play music, play the songs I've enjoyed for so long by myself, even if it's a shitty cover. Just being able to do that, if I never get to do that by the time I'm in my deathbed, or in my dead street, wherever I happen to perish, the regret would kill me before the physical part, injury or whatever kills me, So yeah, I want to die with the satisfaction that I learned to speak Japanese, that I learned to be, that I was already a musician, a decent musician, that I was already a good runner, that I was already being able to do push-ups and pull-ups. And all the skills that I'm learning, these are like my lifetime dreams, and they will become my lifetime regrets if I don't do it. So, all right, man, let's get back to the lesson. So, yeah, characters same column. So, characters in the Gojon table, characters in the same column have the same vowel, so that each column is called Adan. I believe the column was known as Adan. So characters in the same column of the Gojon table have the same vowel, so that each column is called Adan, Idan, Udan, Edan, Odan. So basically characters in the same column of the Gojon table, they share the same vowel sound, and characters in the same row of the Gojon table, they share the same consonant. And rows are called gyo. So agyo, kagyo, and the whole way. I actually don't know the rest of it. I need to check the table. So agyo, kagyo, sagyo, tagyo, nagyo, hagyo, magyo, yagyo, ragyo, wagyo, and all right, that is it. Then they taught us about Japanese kanji. Have two readings, the phonetic reading and the Japanese reading. The phonetic reading is based on the sounds of the original kanji. It sounds like the pronunciation of the Chinese kanji. So the phonetic reading is based on the sound of the original kanji. It's like the original, I guess, sound on the Chinese language, and the Japanese reading is basically the native Japanese pronunciation of the kanji character. So I guess the kanji has two pronunciations. One is the phonetic reading, which is the original Chinese origin one, and the Japanese reading is the Japanese side, I guess. All right. And then we learn about loan words. Loan words were as the meaning is pretty obvious. It's words borrowed from different languages and incorporated in the Japanese language. These are mostly introduced from Western countries and are mostly written in katakana, the names of people, places, and products from overseas, and mostly expressed as loanwords. Okay, so loanwords is like borrowed from different languages, basically loaned words, and usually most of the loanwords are written in katakana in Japanese. That's all there is to it. And then so we go to beginner course. This is the first chapter officially. The first one, the one we just went through, was just the introduction, prologue kind of thing. So this is the first one. Lesson 1. Agyo and kagyo. Japanese hiragana pronunciation writing. Whoa, I'm sleepy as hell. Man, this is tough. Hopefully there's a time when I look back to these videos and like look at it with pride that I pushed through this annoyances like this, sleepy and all that, not feel like doing it but still doing it, all this shit. That's how this pays off, man. So introduction, the Japanese syllabary of hiragana. The Japanese syllabary, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Syllabary of hiragana. Hiragana, katakana, kanji. This is basically what I studied in the second lesson, second day, day 2, I believe. So the rows A, I, U, E, O. Then the Japanese language is based on these 5 vowel sounds. They can be used alone or attached to either a vowel or a consonant. Words are. So here are some words of the use of the, like the ro. So and I, that means love. And what's that? Au, to meet. Au is to meet. Then I and iye, iu, okay, iu. So in iu, the u sounds turns to u. So iu, to say. I love. Au, to meet. Iu, to say. Man, honestly, I have no idea if I'm even memorizing this shit. Like, it's been such a long time since I last tried memorizing stuff. It's easier for me to understand stuff and get it that way. Memorizing has become more difficult as the years went by, man. So yeah, this feels like I'm back at like class 1 or something. Back to primary school. Basically, this is like very elementary level stuff. Japanese people, they probably learn it in the very like start of their school. So it's no wonder I'm feeling this shit. Anyways, words. So u and e, ue, up. and O, owl, blue. E and A, E was house, okay, house. Ue, up, owl, blue, the sky, blue sky, owl sora, you know, owl sora. I don't know why my mind is drifting, man. Ie is house, so Ie is house. And then the next row, we are learning from the agyo. We have just gone through agyo and the words where they are used. And now we're going through the kagyo row from the Gojun table. So, ka, ki, ku, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. And the words kao is face, eki is station, kao is to buy. Kao is face, eki is station, kao is to buy. Kao, face, eki, station, kao, to buy. Alright. So these are the words. I think I've learned only till this much, yeah. Man, I learned so little in like 3 days and around half an hour. So 1.5 hours I learned just this much. It's it's too less progress, I guess. And I'm not sure if I even learned it all properly. Be patient, my friend, be patient. Alright, I didn't learn this. So yeah, till this only I learned. So I'll just go through what so these are from the PDF the course provided me, and I'm gonna go check out the notes I made. Rather than notes, I should call them just like me learning how to write the symbol. So here I probably should I don't know if you guys would be able to see it. Let's see, let me try. So this is the notes I made. So first was like you write it that way. So should I just write now? For now, next time I probably should do that. But anyways, for A is you do this, you do this, you do this. That is A. Yeah, that is lesson. Alright. A is this, and this. A. E. U. A. O. So this is the agyo, aro. That's the one. So the different words where it's used is this is alright. Let me try ignore this side completely. It's hard to ignore it. I can zoom in further, or maybe I can. So this would be I. This is I, love. Alright. got it right. This one would be, of course, this is a, and this is u. Au. Au to meet. Yep. Au to meet. All right. Okay, god damn it. Au to meet. And this one will be e, and this is eu. EU. EU, but EU. EU was, I forgot to say. Okay. EU to say. EU to say. And then this one is u, ue, up. I believe it was up. Yep, up. Ue was up. Then this one was what this is a, this is a ow, blue. This is probably the easiest because I've heard this word so many times in anime, even in music and stuff. And this is e. Ie. What was ie? God damn it. House. House. Yep. So e is house. So that's it. That's the one. So I love au to meet, eu to say, ue up, au blue, ie house. Ie. Alright. Alright. Just 3 words I learned. So this is the kagyoro. I should write down kagyo. Ka is like this, and like this. That is ka. First you go like this. Like this. Ka. Ki is like this, this. Ki. Ku is the easiest, this. Ke is K. Ko is ko. This ko is a bit confusing because it's kind of similar to some of them. It's just inverted and weirdly placed, I guess. So, okay, I'm forgetting to look at the phone screen. Maybe I should just set it up like that. Just wait a minute. I should have done this earlier. Curses, man. Yeah, so that's easier. So ka is, I have to be careful not to tilt this stuff around. Alright, yeah, I need to set this up this way. It's probably easier. At least when revisioning, I guess this would be the easier way. At least you guys can see what I wrote down with my shitty handwriting. Look at the the more I zoom, the worse it looks. Anyways, so ka is, I first do this, then do this. Probably first this. That is ka. Ki is this. Ku is this. Ke is this. Ko is this. Alright. Ka, like, what is this? That is ku. What is that? Ke. What is that? Ka, ki, ko. Ka, ki, ku, ko. Alright. So you know what, I'll just zoom it and let's see how much I can zoom in. So alright, this is okay. This weirdly hard to write symbol is ka, and this is definitely o, cow. What is cow? I don't know. Cow. Face. Okay, face. Then this one, that is a, and this is key. A key station. I believe a key was station. Yep, station. Got that. Nailed it, man. And this, that is ka again, and this is cow. Cow. Yep, cow. To buy. Okay. Alright, so that's basically it. This video is long again, like 30 minutes plus, but yeah, that's my usual stuff. You know, like the better I get, hopefully over time, the more I speak in front of the camera, the better I get in being more concise, being more articulate. And even when I'm speaking like this, I'm trying to learn basically to master to be able to talk properly on the fly. I feel like over time my memory will get better while speaking, so I can, you know, talk in point better, more concisely, but more to the point, and hopefully more entertaining for you guys as well. So I'll pick up the skills by doing it. You know, like I could be working on other stuff, trying to write it down and all that stuff, but like there's a saying that says, like, you know, it's great to do all this, but all the other stuff, but those might be actually taking away from the fundamental thing you should be focusing on. So like get the basics right and you're doing 90% of the work already. So once I get the 90% done, I can probably start like fine-tuning things. But for now, even with my Japanese class, my workout and all the morning talk I do, I'm just practicing with the camera and just saying what I need to say and what I have to say, I guess, depending on the specific video I'm making, and just being able to overcome my own awkwardness, get more fluent, and then once I get more fluent, I start ranting like a crazy guy, and then I start to like compress that rant into smaller bits, getting more concise the more I speak. And hopefully in time I'll get to that, and hopefully in time it's less awkward for me to look at the camera. And by the way, I'm always self-conscious. I don't know how I appear. I don't even go through the videos I record. For some reason it's weird to go through the video I recorded again. So I don't notice it too much, but my eyes might, you know, I was a bit cross-eyed when I was a kid, and yeah, I used to be made fun of for that. Got bullied a lot for that, so it does make me self-conscious even now. That's one of the reasons why I don't look at something, like I don't like to focus on things, and that kind of like psychological trauma or avoidance, it's not exactly as bad as a trauma, I suppose, but it's a scar, psychological scar. So that's probably what gave me my current issue, which is I find it hard to focus on something, and I can see it like two visions. Like it's basically every time I look around, my basically normal vision is double vision. You know, from both eyes, I can see them separately. Unlike normally, I believe with normal people, normal vision, you see everything, your brain does the calculations and patches up the picture. But in my case, I'm just looking at two pictures, and that's why sometimes to be able to see things clearly, I need to pick the one picture over the other, and that does make it hard for me to look at like a smaller focus targets as well, so it's hard for me to focus. So yeah, so that's it. So continue to work, continue to get better, keep doing this. Let's see how good I get in a year. Right. Alright, man. See you guys tomorrow morning. I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'm late, but life goes on. I gotta keep doing what I have to do, what I must. Anyways, good night, guys. Have a good rest. Prioritize sleep, always. I should come up with some catch lines, some ending phrase lines for myself. Alright, good night.